Okay, guys. We had probably like the best gains we could ever get for ADTX. This is like the best. Like it goes down, pumps massive 80%, goes down again, pumps another 80%. Like this talk literally just keeps on giving in this past couple of days. So I want to talk about ADTX. I just want to go over, and I think we need to be careful here. I'm not going to try to keep pumping this thing and thinking this is going to be. But I do want to show you something that is so freaking interesting, and I want you guys to look at this daily candle tomorrow. This video is made on January 16th, so look at tomorrow, January 17th, and I want to see if this actually happens because I've seen this many times, and this could trap you in. So let's go to the chart. If you look at the daily candle here, I clearly knew that this candle right here, that when it pumped big on January 15th, it made a massive move from the lows here. It gave us a 70% pump. Very good. Everyone in the Discord should have definitely sold that. I know I sold that pump there because this is a downtrending stock. Anytime this pumps, get out. That's the best thing I can tell you guys. If you see the EMA 20 at the top, downtrend stock, that means these EMAs are going to be acting as resistance. We went way above the 10, and it didn't have to do that. It could have resisted on the 10. Like right in here, resisted. Right in there, resisted. Right here, hit the 10, resist. Right here, hits the 10, and consolidates to resist. But I'm more concerned in the EMA 20. I posted this many times that I just like the EMA 20 because it's been 5 months it hasn't touched this EMA 20. So when you go to the back test of stocks, anything that don't touch in 2 months is long. I didn't really start liking this till one, we had this massive candles down coming to this Keltner channel here. I played this one for a little bit for a nice little conservative 10%. It goes up 30%. And then you can see we just started consolidating. When you see price just hanging on the 5 and the 10 like this isn't going to give you the best entries. You need to wait till price, one, gets away from the EMA 5 a couple days. Like, for example, right here, we're touching the 5, touching the 5, touching the 5, and then we start getting away from it, right? And it was just one of those plays where, yeah, you're not going to get the absolute bottom, but it's one of those things you're like, it's due for the 20. I'll take a shot at it. And that's my whole theory on it. I didn't think this. I was not very confident in this play, but with this 20 here, it helped to know, like, hey, if I bought it down in this region here, which I did, I bought it at 14 cents, alerted all in the Discord, if you're in, I had a nice profit margin up into 20 cents. So as you can see, every day this EMA 20 has been moving down, 21.64 to 20.89, almost a penny. So when it got this close, I think this is like it's a good chance this could actually connect to it. I know it's not touching right now, but the next daily candle, what happens is this is going to go down, and it could act like it touches it. It's kind of weird. And if this don't touch it, if we look at the next daily candle and you see a gap, and you physically say, hey, this actually didn't touch it, and price is back below the EMA 5, which it is right now, I can't believe I'm saying this, but this could be another big pump. I don't know. Something is happening here. 283 million volume, 162 million volume. This thing has pumped massively. The gift keeps on giving. Obviously, if you're not taking these pumps, then I don't know what to tell you because then you're probably hating this stock. You're up 50%, 60%, 70%, back down, and then break even lower. So I don't know. Definitely take it, but just scroll it. Zoom in on this EMA 20. You're going to find this very new. We know price has to touch this. It's going to touch it. I promise you it's going to touch it. It's a guarantee. Anything that don't touch in over 5 months, it's going to look to touch it. I can find the crappiest stock in the world, which is Malone, and it still touched it. And it made over 100% move up. And then what happened is people got in, new bulls got in, and they got wrecked. Just like ADTX, if you're buying it on the 20 thinking like, oh, I've seen a lot of people saying in my community, they're like, a lot of new bulls are coming in ADTX in the 20-cent region. And I'm thinking, oh boy, wait till the algos get a hold of these new bulls. And sure enough, we get super close. So my strategy is always 10%. I'm not going to ever go away from that. I hold some and try to scale out more and more, right? So you scale out 10% and you try to get more and more. But if you ever see price like super close to EMA 20, it's not trying to, you don't want to settle order and be like, okay, I'm going to sell it right on the 20. Because they could do this pattern where it gets super duper close. Or it could do this, so it gets super duper close. But yeah, don't buy it up in this region. You know, screw all the people that's saying pump, hold, and all this crap. Buy it when it's back below the EMA 5. So we're back below this EMA 5. Here's your EMA 5. It's currently at 1462. Price is at 1376. All right. What ideally you want to look for something like this where you gap. You know, you see a nice clear gap from the EMA 5, and you know price is going to very least touch that. So at the very least, you get your 10%, you know, going from that region. So here's your 10% if you want to just bail ship, right? I think this is kind of abnormal. I haven't seen this in a while. I mean, this kind of volume here, there's definitely something happening with ADTX, okay? But I'm not gonna be risky and not take these gains. I just don't know. So let's watch the daily candle. Let's see if this actually connects. I know I sound crazy, but I've seen it where this actually does connect with the daily candle. So do keep that in mind. If it does not connect, I would give this, you know, tomorrow's Friday. I would see where price is. Are you below the EMA 5, right? Ideally, you want to give some time distance. You don't want to see it where it just hugs the EMA 5s. Like, if you get some time distances from it, it's good. But I repeat, I'll show you the last time. We haven't touched this EMA 5 in horrendously a long amount of time. It is a beaten down stock. Look at this stock if I zoom all the way out. That's what you're looking at. Let's go sledding, right? I mean, this would be the perfect sledding that you could have. I mean, look at this big, massive cliff you can go down, right? Skiing, snowboarding, whatever you want to do. I mean, that's the kind of chart we're looking at. And you're telling me that, you know, you're going to just hold this thing. No, you're going to sell every pump, right? This is a downtrending stock. You know, look at this. I'm still trying to find the high here. All right, so this is the EMA 20 right in here. It is at 809. So we know 909, 1009, 1109, 1209, 109. On January 9th, it hit 5 months not touching the EMA 20. All price will revert to the mean. We don't know the exact specific time it has to do it. But when I've done lots of calculations, I do know over 2 months is getting to the extreme mark. Obviously, I'm going to play it based on my rolls. I'm not just going to randomly say, hey, it's 2 months. I'm going to trade it to the EMA 20. No, I got to see like price action, right? Like right in here, I don't trade this right here. Low volume right in here. You're stuck on the EMAs. Price can easily come down to bring in now. People wanted this stock right here. This was getting massive volume, but you can see all the stuff that's happening. Look at this right in here. You had this pattern right here. We broke to the downside. Same thing right in here. You see this pattern right here, right? You broke to the downside. And so what happens is you come back, you break down here, and then all you're doing is you're testing this bottom trend line here, which is coincided with that EMA 20. So we wanted to wait for. First, best thing is just wait for price distance to be away from the EMA 5 and TD. And this candle right here was only 1 day of time distance. But like I said, I was really liking this. This was right here to get the stop losses and then just come back up. So that's what we have here. But the difference between this area and this area was massive volume occurring. There's massive buy orders coming in. So there's definitely a lot of hype into this stock. I made tons of money on this stock before, but this is a really beaten down stock. Okay, so I'm going to see what happens tomorrow. I'm going to watch the EMA 20. I'll let you guys know in the Discord. I'll give you guys the exact screenshot, what I'm planning on doing with it. It'd be hard. I don't want to give back my gains on this. I made so much money on this thing. It's freaking nuts. I mean, what is this? You know, right? I mean, you make a 70%, comes back down, make another 70%. Obviously, I'm making those 10% gains, and then I'm trying to scale in more and more. You know, trail and stop that's the best way to catch the peaks here. Nobody can catch the bottoms and tops. Okay, but ADTX, I like it. We'll see from there. I don't want to just keep overstaying my welcome though. If you make good money, you know, there's always another thing to go. But as far as a trend reversal playing a downtrend stock, this is still my favorite. Still my favorite, hands down. If you guys want to join the premium Discord, click the link down below in the YouTube comments below, and in the description it'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts and system. It'll take you to this free chat landing page. What you want to do, if you want to subscribe, please read how to subscribe. You just hit this right here, but if you have an Android, there's a it's, you know, having trouble for Androids, but you just use your computer to subscribe, or use like Google's or Safari and not the app. Avoid scammers. I will never message, DM you, or trade your accounts ever. I just keep that in mind. Okay, you can read the testimonies. Lots of people are in this. Lots of people are making money. The proof is there. If you hit day trade alerts right in here, under my subscriptions tab, you'll have access to all my services, swing trading and day trading for $12 a month. It's going to be the cheapest kind of service with the most value you're going to get. And the reason I can say that is because I've been in others and I paid hundreds of dollars. I've got a lot of knowledge, I got a lot of resources, and I combined it everything into a package of with my personality, how I trade bottom reversals, how do I trade with the trend, and how do I day trade with a probability of over 90% with facts, okay? So if you hit day trade alerts, you'll have access to everything. If you just want swing trades, it's only $6 a month. But you can do the combo for 12, day and swing for 12. But if you hit server shop up here in the top, you can read about each membership. It's not showing for me. But yeah, I just want to give you a little brief through here. There will be live streams, one-on-one mentorship if you ever need it. So the purpose of this Discord is to, one, teach you how to trade. I don't want you guys just following signals, not understanding, whoa, why is ADTX a good buy? Why would I not buy ADTX on the EMA 20 like a lot of people? I start seeing it pumping and then I buy it on the because the algos are going to sell this off. It hasn't hit this EMA 20 in so long. Why would I love to buy it under the 5? Wait for time distance away from the E5 because that's going to give you the best probability of entries, okay? And then using certain price action, this one is a harder stock to look at. You got to understand, okay, consolidation, you're going to make a big move or another way. Most likely it's going to go down in that kind of pattern, right? And then once we break that wedge, we go into down. And then what happens is resistance is probably going to be at this bottom trend, right? And this can keep going out like this, right? And that's what happens here on that analysis. And it just makes to say, hey, that's kind of where the EMA 20 is. All right. But all this is taught by just experience. I'm still learning. Everyone should still be learning. No one's a perfect trader. No one's better than each other. We're just trying to make money. And that's the purpose of this community. We don't care who calls out, what trade is like, oh, I'm a god at trading. No one cares. We're just trying to be a family, trying to find stocks that meet the system, and we get along, right? We're not here to, brag. We're not here to be like, oh, we lost a trade. No big deal. We'll take another one, get back on the horse. Trading has losses. The minute you can accept to be a good loser, you'll be a phenomenal trader. It's just getting that psychology. I recommend reading Mark Douglas books, Trading in the Zone. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. This is ADTX. If you guys want to join the Discord, links down below. Hope to see you there. And if you subscribe, do it on your computer. Peace out. Happy trading.